Okay, so here's a progress of the status. Everything looks pretty rough still, but I've got my fading and stuff going on pretty good there. I gotta go back and add some more fiberglass Bondo filler here, which is fine. It was a little bit low spot, but I had a lot to cover, so I knew I was gonna have to do this in a couple of stages. I got some more to bring down here, and then I'm starting to work on this area here to get everything there. I might have to cut and bring some in a little bit more and finish this off appropriately, but that's where I'm at. So all I have here is just a regular sander. And I'm just going at it. Nice and slow. You can feel the high spots and basically fill your line. So hey guys, want to do a quick review on this stuff here. This is just nothing that's actually getting on here, but this Bondo glass, and this Bondo actually has fiberglass in it also, different from the regular Bondo. I first picked this up by accident at Home Depot. I meant to get the regular Bondo, and I got this. Opened up the can, and to my surprise, what's this green stuff? Well, it has green. It works the same way as like regular Bondo. It has the hardener there, the red cream, and when you mix the two together, you get this color here. Not so much the green, but more so the muddish kind of red tone in there. And you feel it. You can go through it. This stuff, the more red you get, the more of the earthy color you get, the quicker it dries, and you can be a little bit more aggressive. And it works pretty well. And then you sand it down. I have just a regular sander, and then I hand sand the rest of the way. And this is how this is coming along here. It's looking pretty good. My arch is getting there. The back is looking better down towards the bottom. But as I did this, I said, hey, this is turning out better. Let me fix a couple of areas that I thought I needed fixed. One was by the door here, which needed to be sanded down a little bit further. I did. And up front there was some Bondo done, but it wasn't flattened all the way. So I did that. I already got some new wrap being shipped to me. I got it off of eBay. I did the XPO Vivid wrap, the German wrap that I had from before. But this XPO is a higher quality. It's supposed to give you a better color. The texture is actually different on the glue side, so it has a little bit more padding. So as opposed to paying $97, I paid, I think, $155 shipped to me after taxes and everything. We're going to see how we're going to just rewrap the whole car. So I just took the opportunity to fix some areas. Even on this side, I'm still working. There was like a little ripple over here where I didn't have everything flat because I was doing it all hand sanding without a blocker. Now, I got a sander. It's not an orbital one over there, as you can see, but it works pretty good. And I'm fixing one other spot down at the bottom there. And, once I do that, then I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this puppy again. We got to get a couple new tires. This tire keeps going flat on this side. The other one is just busted from going into the ditch. It's just not sealing properly again and leaking air, as you can see there. So I'm going to go with a little bit wider tire, put some new tires on there. Clean it up. Gosh, look at that in there. And then, we'll be back to rolling. But yeah, this car should be done here pretty soon. Next couple weeks. I got the new spoiler on there. I got to fix the lip part some. I'm going to actually use some fiberglass to do that part too. And then get everything lined up. The hood still needs a little bit of lining up, as you can see down in that corner. There's a couple things I have to do to knock that side back in a little bit, which it's not so much the valance, the front piece here. It's that fender over there. When it hit the curb, it pushed everything out. I brought it back in some. It looks a lot better than what it did. But I also have to move that headlight back a little bit with the bracket to close the gap. And then once I move it over some, and move this out some, because all this was kind of pushed this way. And, you know, everything will be copacetic. Everything will be back awesome. And then, you know, she'll be back on the road with plenty of time this summer. But yeah, here's my body work. I think it's coming along pretty well. And what we're going to do is, before we actually wrap it though, we're going to just sand it down a little bit, spray it with some type of automotive paint, something you pick up from AutoZone or O'Reilly's or something, silver, the color. I don't like to put the wrap over the primer, just because, you know, it lays better, for one thing. And number two, if you have to remove it, you know, you don't have any problems, and it probably sticks a little bit better also. So just keeping you posted. But yeah, give that stuff a try. Thanks.